Have you been watching this whole AI revolution from the sidelines, feeling like maybe you've already missed the boat? Well, stop, because we're about to explore why this exact moment might just be the single best opportunity you'll ever have to jump in. I mean, does it feel like everyone you know is suddenly an expert in ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude, and you're still kind of stuck on the starting block? It is so easy to feel like the learning curve is just too steep, and the tech is moving way too fast to ever catch up. But here's the good news, and this is really the whole point of what we're talking about today. It's not too late. In fact, if you've been a little hesitant or even intimidated by it all, you might have accidentally waited for the absolute perfect moment to get started. So let's break this down. Why is now the perfect time to start? And look, this isn't just wishful thinking. We're talking about a genuine, specific window of opportunity that is opened up, and it's happening right now. That's right. Even if you have never written a single prompt or even opened one of these tools, this isn't just a good time to begin, it's arguably the single best time. And the reason for that is that the very nature of AI is going through a massive fundamental shift. And that shift is at the core of this whole thing. We are moving from an era of generative AI to a new era of doing AI. Understanding this change is so key because it's what makes today's world completely different from how it was even a few months ago. Okay, just look at the difference here. The AI of the recent past was great at generating things. It could write a pretty generic post for you, brainstorm some ideas, or create an outline. But today's doing AI, well, it takes that next crucial step. It doesn't just write the post, it can publish it. It doesn't just brainstorm ideas, it can build out a business plan or send a price quote to a client. It takes real action. This new wave of AI plugs directly into your workflow. It actually learns your personal tone and style, so it sounds like you. It can write and send your emails for you. It can publish your social media content. And this isn't just for marketing, by the way. This applies to almost every single field. AI is no longer just your brainstorming partner. It's a genuine assistant that actually gets things done. So this massive shift from generating to doing brings us to the most important point of all. The real conversation isn't about the technology itself anymore. It's about the people who are using it. And that, of course, brings up that big, scary question, right? With AI this powerful, is my job at risk? What is the real threat here? And the answer, and I want you to really let this sink in, is this. What will replace you is not AI. It's people who use AI. That is the core idea. The technology is just a tool. The people who learn how to use that tool, they're the ones who will have a massive advantage. So what does that advantage look like in the real world? Well, it's simple. People using these new tools can just outperform those who don't. They can work faster, they can work more accurately, they're more consistent, and ultimately they can publish way more content. It's not about being smarter, it's about being better equipped. So, if the real threat is falling behind the people using AI, then how do you catch up? This brings us to the most empowering part of this whole story. The really good news is, it is still not too late. And here's why this is the perfect moment for you to jump in. The barrier to entry is lower than it has ever been. Number one, you don't need to be a tech expert. Number two, all that talk about mastering complex prompt writing, it's becoming less and less important as the tools get more intuitive. Which leads right to number three. The best way to learn is to simply start using it. The learning curve has never been more friendly. What all this points to is a pretty unique moment in time. This is a golden opportunity, especially for anyone who considers themselves a technophobe or just, not a tech person. The doors to this revolution have been thrown wide open, giving everyone a real chance to step in and level the playing field. Ultimately, this shift from generative to doing AI isn't just a technical update. It's an invitation. The tools are ready, they're more accessible than ever, and the advantage they provide is undeniable. So the revolution is here. The only real question is, what side are you on?